The Amazing Digital Circus is an animated glitch production created by a fellow YouTuber
Gooseworks
that still haunts my nightmares. Like, what the fuck was that? The Amazing Digital Circus follows a character called Pome that has suddenly been transported to a whole new world. Yeah, get all your isekai jokes out of your systems. That has recently become quote-unquote problematic, with people calling the show another industry plant created to become popular, with people saying that the show just came out of nowhere, with people calling it another Learning with PB clone. And I'm just here to tell you that this is all utter bullshit, and at the same time adding some new input to the situation. And before anybody asks, I actually really like the show. And the music, animation and voice acting is stellar, and really shows that indie animation can be really good if it's given the right budget. And with all of that being said, let's get into the controversy. So a few days ago, I made a community post asking you if I should review the show, and something that surprised me is that there was an overwhelming amount of people saying no in the first hour. Well, too late I guess. But anyways, after watching the series, making a script and doing everything I usually do to make a video, I went on Twitter, and lo and behold, there's a whole lot of people that are mad. And something that really surprised me was seeing the creator telling the fandom to stop harassing the crew. And that kind of confused me because, the show is like a week old. Because even though there's an overwhelming amount of people bitching about it, this show came out a week ago. So what even prompted this response from people? Well, sadly, it's another case of popular equals bad. Oh, come on! But like I said, this is the main reason why people were mad. And when some people see an overwhelming amount of people like something, they get upset. And this isn't anything new in the online space. Like for example, Learning with Bibi.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Even though the show has been cancelled, you cannot underestimate the amount of people who love the show, and the huge fandom that it has amassed. But the popularity of the show was inadvertently making people angry, with it mostly being comprised of children because of Friday Night Funkin' mods. But in the case of Digital Circus, most people are angry because they say that it's a part of mascot horror, a subgenre of horror that mostly focuses on a character. For example, Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and Puppy Playtime. And what are those fandoms mostly full of? Children, of course! And we all know how much the internet respects children. But anyways, most of the problem stems from people just being overly stupid, and also being overly offensive about it. Because the slightest doubt thrown to the show was met with criticism. And most people took that just to shitpost about the show. Things like Jack is a predator, even though it has been stated many times that they're all adults. Or things that are obviously made to get a rise out of people. That makes me ask, why is this even a thing? And I think that I finally found the tweet that encapsulates the whole situation. Ya wey, por favor, cada semana se pone de moda otra cosa de apariencia infantil y que secretamente es oscura y terrorífica. Odio el contenido de terror y misterio disfrazado de algo infantil. And let me tell you, this tweet is just a complete fucking lie, and a way to make the show look way more simpler. And all of the tweets saying that this show just got popular out of nowhere is a complete lie. The Amazing Digital Circus is not an industry plant. It's a show that has been teased for a while, and it's under the belt of, oh I don't know, glitch productions that normally averages around 2 to 5 million views a video. And I think that it's kind of a strange because, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but this show isn't adult at all. And I wouldn't really call this scary, but at the same time she made this, so yeah. And I feel pretty bad for the creator just trying to make people calm down. Because this show has gotten 20 million views in a week, and an ever so increasing fandom. And I really respect the fact that she's just trying to wrangle down the community, even though if it's practically impossible. And I really hope that the show doesn't end up in the hellhole that Learning with Bibi ended up in, with most people using it just to do a simple jab. And now let's just talk about probably one of the dumbest things about this whole debacle, and with that being corn. I hate talking about this. So YouTuber Noxtaco made a reaction to the show, and a lot of people got mad at his reaction.
And now I'm...
Dude, I recognize that voice actress. Hold up. Who voiced this character?
Who are you people?
And have they ever voice acted in something slightly more Rule 34?
And the only input I want to give on the situation is that we are all talking about the same guy, right? It just Noxtaco being fucking weird. And this started a whole new conversation that was, is it okay to do Rule 34 of this show? And it's like, why are we even having this conversation? Because Rule 34 has always been a weird site to begin with. And the millisecond that the show came out, the number of entries exploded to the thousands. To the point that people were like, hey, stop it. Get some help. And at the same time, it's quite strange. How is it that this show should be excluded but every single other show is A-okay? But at the end, every single fandom has a few bad apples, and some of them are pretty fucking horny. But anyways, let's hope that the show does well, and that the fandom doesn't give it a bad rap. Because a lot of animated shows get obnoxious fandoms that end up ruining it, so let's just hope that this isn't the case for this show. And please just remember to watch the show, this show is actually very good. And do not harass anybody in the fandom, hate them, or anything. And if someone's opinion is the show limit, then don't lose your shit, okay? But anyways, this has been Sunday. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, watch this little circus, and see you in the next one.
Y'all, get ready, man. Next week is about to be crazy. Next week's about to be wild, y'all. Y'all can't even... Y'all... Oh, man. Wait till y'all see what happens next week, man. Oh, man.